What is up, PMPBeta? My name is weakestweaksauce. Quick little understanding of what I do on my channel is Wi-Fi battles. Waiting on my ace card, or else I'll bring you one today, but unfortunately I don't have it, so we just gotta wait for it. But in the meantime, I've been doing PO live narrations for the most part. Other things I'm starting to do are TCGO battles and Let's Play that's going on. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead, check out my my channel links in the description. And let's just get on with this battle. I don't have a team preview or anything, but we're just gonna, go ahead, jump into it, and see what happens. Alright, so I'm going up against a guy named Poncho, and he leads off with his Politoed. I lead off with Gengar. Gonna go ahead and set this up first turn as he goes for the Protect, scouting what I'm gonna do. This turn I decided I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball, do as much damage as I can to this thing, and go from there. He ends up setting up a sub of his own, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time it's not that big of a deal because I have this Bedef drop, so another Shadow Ball will most definitely be able to take it out. And he's gonna go for Hydro Pump, take out my own sub, which isn't a big deal because I pack a secret weapon on this Gengar, which is the Giga Drain. As he goes for the Protect to scout out what I'm going to want to do here, I go for the Giga Drain, revealing that I have it, and he's definitely not going to want to stay in because he will just get wrecked if he stays in. So switching out, predicting that, going for the sub, because I like having the substitute up. It's just my thing. Since most Dragonites are either banded or DD, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Will-O-Wisp, try and cripple it, but he turns out to be special, so it's not that big of a deal that he's burned. But since he is special, I can go out to my special wall, which is Tentacruel. Go ahead, sponge that Hurricane that he throws at me in this turn, hit him back with a Ice Beam. He has the Yachi Berry, but I also get a crit, so they kind of weigh each other out, and I end up taking it out. The Dragonite taking an early 6-5 lead on turn 8. In comes Rachi. I can't do anything to it. Predicting the Thunder, because on most rain teams with the Rachi I've seen, they have Thunder, so that's what I'm predicting. He ends up just setting up rocks as I go out in Megaliscore, and now I'm predicting Politoed to come back in, so I'm going to go out into good old Latios. And Latios here is a Choice Scarfed variant. Not Choice Specs, not Expert Bell, a Choice Scarfed. I'm going to smack this Politoed with a Thunderbolt. Going to do a lot. That's a 2-hit KO, easy. And all that good stuff. I'm going to decide to switch out here, thinking he'll switch out, not wanting to die. But he turns out to just stay and go for Protect, stall out Parasong turns. But, it's fine with me. I can just go out into my Gengar because I can threaten him out with anything I have. I believe here I decided to go ahead, set up a substitute, just trying to, be safe behind the sub. This turn, I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, burn this Umbreon, kind of cripple it a little bit, but I get burned myself because of the Synchronized ability on the Umbreon, as he goes for the Taunt, which I thought was interesting. I don't see Taunt on Umbreon very often, but I don't face a lot of Umbreon, so that could be why. This turn, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball just to see how much it'll do. Not a lot at all. He goes for the Torment, which is another interesting move. So now I only have one other move I can use, which is my Giga Drain, and since I have my sub up, I might as well go for it, as he Sucker Punches me to break my sub, even through the burn, because Gengar is frail as hell, and that's how it works. So, my sub's gone, I'm tormented, and I can't do anything to this Umbreon, which means I'm going to have to switch out into my Scizor, as he predicts that and goes out into his Politoed. Now, Bullet Punch will not kill it, and I don't want to risk, dying to a Hydro Pump, so I'm just going to switch out into my special wall, which is my Tentacruel. As he predicts that, makes a double switch out into his Rotom Wash, a great play. Definitely means I can't stay in here. Gonna go out into my Latios, because Latios doesn't care about Rotom. Any Scarf, Specs, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mind taking a hit from any of those because it resists everything. So I'm gonna Dragon Pulse as he goes out into Rachi. I can't do anything to this Rachi since I'm locked into Dragon Pulse, so I'm gonna have to switch out. I'm gonna decide to go out into my Gliscor. Because I have the EQ and everything, and I can just murder this thing. So now I'm predicting his switch into Rotom Wash, which is why I went for the Ice Fang here over the Earthquake. But I end up getting the freeze, which doesn't really come into play that much. Just kind of speeds up the inevitable, as we'll see later on. And so now he goes out into his Rotom Wash. I think he's going to stay in, and that's another great play on his part, making a lot of great plays here. And knowing that it's Rotom Wash, I know I can take anything he wants to go for. He ends up tricking me. I give him a Choice Scarf, I get Choice Specs, and now I am Timid Specs Latios, which is fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and go for that Dragon Pulse, just because it'll do the most to everything. In comes Rachi, can't really do anything to it. Going to go ahead, go out into my Gliscor. And this turn, going to go for the Earthquake, predicting him to stay in, and he does, leaving him about 2-1, around there. And that's good for me, because, you know, it's going to be easier to take down in the end. In comes Reuniclus. I'm predicting, I'm just going to go for the Ice Fang, because I know that it will kill the Rachi from that range, and it'll hit the Rotom if it wants to come in. But, in comes Reuniclus, going to decide to hit it with an Earthquake this turn, as he decides to go for the Trick Room, which is kind of meh. I don't know how else to describe it, but he's going to go for the Psychic. I'm going to go out into my Scizor because Scizor has that Pursuit, and that Pursuit is going to seal the fate of this Reuniclus. Unfortunately for him, he misses that Focus Blast, and after that Spadef drop from the Psychic, I wouldn't probably not have been able to live it. But just going to Pursue, trap it. It's going to die. In comes the Rotom Wash. It's I don't know. It's about. I think do about half with that Pursuit, but now I'm Pursuit trapping him again. Hidden Power is not going to do a lot, and I'm just going to kill him with another Pursuit. So in comes Politoed. Now I could have stayed in and pursued it, which I did right here, but he protects, and it's never good. So rather than staying in, just going for Pursuit over and over again, as we draw the end of this battle, I'm going to decide to switch out into my Gengar, because my Gengar can take on this Politoed no problem. He's going to go for Hydro Pump, going to take me out. It was kind of death fodder, kind of just hoping I would live, but in comes Latios. Latios is just going to wreck some house with this here Dragon Pulse, because he's Specs now, not Scarf. Is going to be doing a lot more, and everything he has is just going to die. Reason, I should explain, the reason I have Dragon Pulse over the Draco Meteor is because I don't like that -2 I get every time I use it. I don't like having to switch out a lot, so, you know, Dragon Pulse is a better option. And these last final turns are just me cleaning up house with this Latios that has the Specs, and even this Politoed isn't going to be able to live a Specs Politoed from half health. And that's going to be the game. That was a 5-0 in my favor. A really good game, though. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you all did too. And like I do at the end of all of my videos, I would like to encourage you all to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and dislike if you didn't. And what I mean by that, I don't mean dislike if you hate the Pokemoshpit or anything like that. I'm saying if you dislike my narration, this battle, or anything else, to leave a dislike, because that reflects me, and that gives me the feedback that I'm looking for. So leave a like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't, and I encourage you all to leave a comment telling me what you like, dislike, about the match, anything else you just really want to say, and you know, that'd be cool. I'd really appreciate seeing all that, and you know, I hope that I'm able to come back, because you know, you know, if this goes well, I'd love to come back. But until then, I have this match, and again, I'm the Weakest Weak Sauce. I have my link in the description if you'd like to go check it out, and that's all I have for you, and yeah, so have a great day, everyone.